next speaker is Sean McGovern. He's from TUC Disabled Members and Unite the Union. Sean.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean McGovern, Unite the Union, TUC, and all campaigns west of that. Comrades, 4 years ago we were fed the lie the only way forward was for the country to embrace austerity. And of course, as was the class that took the full brunt of cuts in jobs, wages and public services, while more and more workers find themselves dependent on tax credits to simply survive. Their bosses and shareholders of companies enjoy telephone number salaries and bumper shareholder dividends. As our public sectors are further reduced, those who deliver these essential services are seeing their income shrink year after year, with only job insecurity rising. Care provision for disabled and elderly people is being pared to the bone. In around 12 months, almost 20,000 disabled people with high level and complex care needs will lose funding from the ILF. We fear that once local authorities gain control of the ILF without any extra funding, our care and support packages will be slashed. Many of us will end up in residential homes, stripped of our independence, forced into a state of social exclusion. Some of us, myself included, will lose our jobs, or could lose our jobs, as we rely on the extra funding afforded by ILF to pay for care and support to help prepare us to get to work. Others will have to manage on the bare bones of personal care, forcing them into the cold shadows of social isolation. PAs and carers are an essential factor in personalisation of social care, and they are amongst the poorest paid workers in this country. This group of workers should be rewarded adequately for the very valuable work they carry out with disabled and elderly people. Comrades, the past 4 years has seen disabled people viciously attacked by this government and its attack dogs in the scum press. Ian Duncan Smith, a failure in every aspect of his life, is continuing in his failing ways at the DWP. This week we learned that the cost of ESA is likely to rise by 13.3 billion between now and 2018. There is an increased number of claimants caused by people moving off job seekers and onto ESA. This is because ESA has fewer sanctions than job seekers allowance. The severity of ESA claimants' illnesses and disabilities has been underestimated, meaning people are staying on benefit longer than expected. Problems with the private firm Atos, which carried out the benefit health assessments for the government. Ministers said the fact that 700,000 people were waiting for an assessment for ESA was due to Atos, cop out of the government's part as well. But the new contractor due to be appointed in 2015 is expected to cost roughly 3 times 100 million that Atos was paid out of the poison chalice. We told you this here, Duncan Smith, but you ignored our warnings, and in doing so you have subjected hundreds of thousands of people to untold misery, as well as having a hand in the deaths of thousands of disabled people who could no longer take that misery. Disabled people groups such as DPAC, Black Triangle and campaign groups like Spartacus have determinedly gathered information on deaths resulting from incorrect assessment from ESA and sanctioning of benefits. Comrades, we grassroots disabled people and disabled trade unionists, we got rid of Atos. I now call on the Labour government to rid us of the invidious work capability assessment as soon as they're in power, and in its place we demand a fit for purpose, transparent and fair assessment. Sorry about that. These assessments must be taken away from the profiteers and placed back in the public sector. Finally, I call upon the Labour government not to connive with the scum press and the demonisation and vilification of disabled people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sean. A stark reminder about how disgusting the treatment of disabled people by this government is.